What do you wish people knew about mental health?
What I wish they knew is that it's real. That is real. And there is no bar to measure how real. It's real. And so it's so real that if someone even have the guts, the heart, the bravery, whatever, to at least admit that they have something going on up there that they're not sure about, it's so real that we should only react in the realest way possible. We should remember it's not considered. And if you are a parent of a kid with a mental health problem or something, you think, like I say, even if you think, react with the realest reaction.
Today I'm going to talk about something that's actually quite simple and actually very fun. And you don't have to be a creative for this one, but it will definitely help you mentally, it'll help you physically, and for sure it helps you emotionally. Take vacations, or more importantly, use your vacation time. For most of my career, I didn't believe in taking vacations. I was like, you just work, you stack money, and you do it for as long as you have to, for as long as you need to, until you have everything that you ever wanted. Well, that doesn't work, because I could tell you this, when you get everything that you thought you wanted, there's always something else that you want. And it doesn't matter how hard that you work, it matters that you enjoy the stuff that you're working for. And when I say it doesn't matter how hard you work, I'm not saying go to work or do your jobs and half-ass it. What I'm saying is do your stuff, but if you work hard, play equally harder. And I'm sure you heard this before. Work hard, play hard. There's nothing wrong with that. That is a good thing to live by. But for so many of us, we don't take a break. Like, we feel like the grind always has to happen. Like, we have to spend the 12 and 14 hours a day working on a project to stack paper, but what are we stacking paper for if we're not taking time to be out in the world and see what it has to offer? A vacation doesn't necessarily mean go to the Bahamas and go sit on the beach for 10 days or 7 days. You can take a vacation that's a weekend, a day, but it's just so that you can get that stress off of you, get back to normal. And when I say normal, I'm not saying anything is wrong with you. I'm saying back to where you're level and you don't feel so tight, so that you can do your job to your fullest potential. Because if you're not relaxed, it's hard to constantly keep working and working and working. But when you take those vacations, hey, sometimes you don't realize you need them until you've taken it. And for me, that's always been a big problem for me, because I didn't understand the importance of taking vacations. It's like, what do I need a break for? I get paid to work on my computer all day. I get paid to deliver projects. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the pay is good, but I wasn't enjoying it. Like, I spent all this time perfecting what I do, and by no means am I perfect, but I wanted to get as close to it as possible. But what I found is I kept missing it just a little bit because I didn't know how to stay on top of my game all the time. But it's because I wasn't taking breaks. I was overworking myself, and not always because the job made me do it, but I felt like I had to do it. But what I should have been feeling is I'm working all this time, I'm putting in all this effort so that I can go do something that will benefit me. How do you stay stress-free on a job? Well, it's hard to do it when you're the one sitting in the chair all the time with the pressure mounting. But the way you stay stress-free at the job, the way you get your emotions level again so that you can constantly do what you're doing, is by stepping away from it. I thank my wife for introducing that into my lifestyle as a creative, because without that, I would have experienced burnout way earlier in my career than I actually did. And I will tell you this, when people say burnout, please don't think it's a one and done thing. You could experience burnout multiple times over in your career, and that's it. any profession, not just being a creative. But the reason why I speak to creatives is because that's what I am. I'm a creative. So I understand the burnout, but there's burnout in every profession. But a way to help eliminate that burnout is by taking vacation. Most jobs have PTO. If you don't know what PTO is, it's paid time off. They don't give it to you so that you don't use it. They give it to you so you can take the time, because everybody knows that you need a break every now and again. So why not use it? Don't only take time off when you need a sick day. That does nothing for you. You sit at home being sick, but you're not enjoying being sick. But when you take that PTO, you take that vacation time that you've accrued over time, or if you're a contractor, you don't have PTO. But what you have is time that you put in working so that you can stack that money up so that you can buy that plane ticket and shoot off to an island somewhere, a beach, go see something that you never seen, like go do some things. And it doesn't have to be so major and so grand. It could be something extremely simple. For me recently, all I did was go to Orlando. I stayed near Miami, so it's only 3 hours away. And what did I do there? I got to meet up with some friends, and I went to a comic book store. And I will tell you, that has got me back on track to the point where I'm ready to go in and tackle whatever project I have at this point. Like, it gave me a whole new clarity over everything. So please, please, please take vacations. I'm gonna tell you why I feel like taking the vacation is important for real. I'm telling you to take the vacations because I had an incident, and that incident could be called a stroke or whatever you want to call it. But it was something that altered my life in a very negative way. And in that negative way, it ultimately came from being overworked and overstressed, and a lot of it I was putting on myself. So the way to get past that, the way I worked through that, was by taking more time for myself, because I was forced to, for one, but having people around me that cared for me, that told me, make sure you start doing stuff that you want to do. And I tried that. And when I tried that, I noticed that things became a little bit easier. And it didn't start with taking a vacation. For me, it was just going to the gym. When I say take a break, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to get up and go somewhere grand. So now that you know that, and now that you know why I'm saying this to you, please make this part of your routine. It will help you so much. And I would love to hear about it if you want to tell me how you vacationed and how it helped you. So you can leave a message for me in the comments and I'll read it and I'll respond. But I hope that you start enjoying what you're working for if you're not already. Also, please like this video, subscribe to my channel because it helps, and hit that notification bell so that way you can see every time I put a video out. Thanks for taking the time to watch. Stay stress-free, stay creative, and overall just have a great day.